I get these questions a lot. What's an objective source of media? What's a good source of news, or what have you? There isn't one. You have to know that going in. It's not about them providing you objective information. It's about you having the objective skills to be able to analyze and dissect the media that you consume. It's not about what they write. It's about how you read it. You have to be able to read objectively and critically to understand what you're reading. The challenge isn't trying to find objective sources of news. The challenge is honing your own skills of objectivity and critical thinking so that you can read the news and the information that's being put out objectively. And then whenever you read a news story or read any information or what have you, try to separate the propaganda from the information. More often than not, the actual information in any given news article, especially when it's coming from the so-called mainstream media, the actual information is maybe one sentence and the rest of it is packaging. So you have to be able to first identify what the information is, the actual information that's in that article, and then separate that from the packaging, the propaganda and the spin and the interpretation that surrounds it. And then you have to look at all of the interpretation and then try to understand what are the power interests behind that interpretation and what are the reasons why they're trying to put forward this particular interpretation, this particular packaging. What's the objective? What's their objective in the way they are presenting the story and so on. So it's a futile exercise to try to look for objective sources of information. Those don't exist. You have to be able to take whatever sources of information there are and try to approach those sources of information and read those sources of information objectively and critically.